Hello everyone and welcome to my Sister Wives Bombshell channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. During a new Sister Wives unique, Kody Brown snapped back at a watcher who asked him for what reason he wasn't willing to concede that he was blissful in a monogamous marriage with Robin Brown. Kody demanded that he didn't need his plural family to separate and surprisingly criticized the analyst, guaranteeing he was perusing such a large number of tabloids. That analyst doesn't have to peruse any sensationalist newspapers to presume that Kody was keen on monogamy. That is demonstrated by hours of footage. We picked 3 different ways Kody made plainly he simply needed to accompany Robin Brown. Sometime before anybody left Kody earthy-colored behind, he was telling the world that he as of now not put stock in polygamy. Season 15 of Sister Wives was filmed in 2019, years before Janelle Brown and Mary Brown left the family and Christine Brown packed up and moved back to Utah. By then, Kody even professed to maintain that an enormous house should oblige everybody. He insisted that he could not advocate for plural living, despite his half-hearted planning for it. Assuming he felt as such in 2019 and was able to express it to the cameras, one can accept he told his spouses exactly the same thing in private. A few fans keep thinking about whether his one-house thought was planned for Robin and her children as they grew up and had their own families rather than the plural family Kody made before Robin went along. Even though Kody now claims that he never intended for his plural marriage to end, everything he said prior to the most recent specials suggests the exact opposite. A few times over the last 2 seasons, Kody has highlighted his relationship with Robin Brown as the thing keeping him from chipping away at his different relationships. At least a few times Kody addressed why he would try dealing with things with his different spouses when he had a reliable wife at home. He addressed why he would utilize his significant investment to fix his connections when he made them capability fine and dandy. Kody had been upholding for monogamy from the start. He simply refused to acknowledge it. The earthy-colored family's unique holder-on should be Mary Brown. Kody only needed to show Mary some basic attention if he wanted a plural marriage so badly. When Janelle and Christine had pulled away, Mary was frantic to stay a Kody's relative. In any case, he never really got that going. As a matter of fact, Kody discounted Mary years before the plural family went to pieces. He even demanded she was allowed to find another soulmate. In the event that Kody was so keen on living polygamy, he expected to focus on Mary Brown as it were. He didn't do that because he didn't want to or had no intention of following the principle. It is hazy in the event that Sister Wives will return for a 19th season, in spite of the fact that Christine Brown quietly reported it as of now. The 54-year-old's plural family began to fall apart in November 2021 when Christine Brown, 51, separated from him. Another wife, 54-year-old Janelle Brown, also divorced Kody about a year later. Before long, his most memorable spouse, Mary Brown, 52, additionally left, leaving Kody just with his 4th wife, Robin, 45. He revealed in an interview with People, "I'm battling to see what's in store, perhaps in light of the fact that I simply haven't given up enough of the past." The Sister Wives star said he was left with a great deal of grievousness, since he lost the existence he was making with his exes. He said it seemed like every other person was despondent in light of the fact that I felt like I was dwelling every one of the grumblings, that it just made me critical. I cherished our situation, it just seemed like not every other person did. Kody proceeded. I would have rather not been the person that has this family that I battle with until I'm dead. After I leave, they all get along perfectly. I don't know why we can't get past this right now. It made me extremely upset that we were unable to rise above our disparities. It's important for life. I adored the existence we have, and I want to believe that I love the existence that I'll get. The attention star ventured to such an extreme as to refer to his life as a Shakespearean romantic tale that is a misfortune. He proceeded to say, I recall this extraordinary life that we had and what an encounter to be a group with these 22 individuals and simply attempting to endure the rapids of life, and it was perfect. There's my hopefulness, it's back. I'm looking back at my past and thinking, it was lovely, it's changed at this point. Perhaps I'll track down that good faith for what's to come. Eventually, ideally, we simply love one another and let each other continue on, Kody added. Kody has raged at a fan after they got some information about his separations in a new episode of Sister Wives Argue. In one clasp, Kody was seen clutching a tablet while perusing a fan's remark resoundingly. "I think it's fantastic that you guys found each other and want to just be together. I figure you ought to possess it and simply say that." A fan named Jeff kept in touch with the couple. Kody applauded back. "Well, Jeff, I believe you're a casualty of 20 hours of our life versus 365 days. He could scarcely complete his sentence before Robin bounced in, covering his mouth with two hands so he would quiet down. "You stop, he was being great," she shared with her better half. As Robin kept on looking baffled with Kody's reaction, he added, "Tune in, we didn't believe that our family should separate. Isn't excessively self-evident?" Robin offered this defense of the fan. "You're correct, in any case he's doing whatever it takes not to be discourteous." Kody proceeded, "Jeff, you're reading a lot of tabloids too much. We didn't want this breakup, and neither did I." In a new podcast this week, Christine discussed her private life with her ex-husband. She addressed Heather McDonald on the Succulent Scoop digital broadcast. Before the couple split up, she revealed that she had a fateful conversation about intimacy with Kody. Christine reviewed, "He's like, we won't have a personal marriage any longer. We won't engage in sexual relations," as per US Magazine. The reality TV star admitted to Heather how frequently they had been having sex prior to the conversation. It was similar to multiple times in a single year. Christine added, "There's sex and afterward there's closeness. What we didn't have was closeness. The actual closeness had been away for a really long time." In the meeting, Christine uncovered the specific second she chose to separate from Kody. She said, "The last thing for me was Isabel's a medical procedure. That was as done. That was like outright, that was all there was to it," alluding to the 20-year-old girl she imparts to Kody. The then teenager had back surgery in September 2020 to correct her scoliosis, which required her to travel for several weeks out of town. Nonetheless, Kody would not go with Isabel for the system because of the significant time frame he needed to spend away from the remainder of his loved ones. About Isabel's response, Christine said, "Since he told her he goes, I can't leave my family for that long." Also, a short time later, Isabel goes, "I thought we were family. I thought he was my father. So he can't be with us since he needs to remain with his loved ones. What is that implying? Who am I?" Also, she was like, "Truly? What am I?" Christine closed. So I was like, "Gracious, we're finished. I can't be hitched to a person who doesn't regard us as his family and considers another person as his loved ones." Kody Brown is considering the apparently abrupt downfall of his polygamous family. The Sister Wives star 54 lets individuals know that his future is not quite the same as what he anticipated in the wake of taking a significant turn here, very nearly a U-turn, when 3 of his 4 relationships finished. "I'm battling to see what's on the horizon, perhaps on the grounds that I simply haven't given up enough of the past," he concedes. When Christine Brown announced that she had broken up with Kody after nearly 26 years, the unraveling of the Brown family picked up speed in November 2021. A year from that point onward, second spouse Janelle Brown and first wife Mary Brown likewise affirmed inside a time of 2 months that their associations with Kody were finished. Fourth spouse Robin Brown has stayed close by as the pair have progressed, frequently awkwardly, into a monogamous marriage. The tender loving care patriarch noticed the unexpected disintegrating of his conjugal connections left him with a ton of tragedy, since he had once cherished the existence he was working with his exes. Eventually, he says, "It seemed like every other person was troubled in light of the fact that I felt like I was dwelling every one of the grumblings, that it just made me skeptical. I adored our circumstance. It seemed as though not everyone did." Kody proceeds, "I would have rather not been the person that has this family that I battle with until I'm dead. Then they all get along only extraordinary after I'm gone. I don't see the reason why we can't rise above this at this point. Our inability to come to terms with our differences broke my heart. It is normal. I cherished the existence we have, and I genuinely want to believe that I love the existence that I'll get." He referred to the breakdown of his family as a Shakespearean romantic tale that is a misfortune, adding, It's simply we cherished and we lost. Notwithstanding the difficult times, that's what Kody says the good faith should return to him. I recollect this extraordinary life that we had and what an encounter to be a group with these 22 individuals and simply attempting to endure the rapids of life, and it was perfect. He shares. There's my positive thinking, it returns. I'm seeing my past once more and saying, it was wonderful. It's changed at this point. He proceeds, perhaps I'll track down that positive thinking for what's in store. Eventually, ideally, we simply love one another and let each other continue on. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.